I Googled your name right now, what would I find? For most executives, the answer is not much. And that's a problem. Because in today's landscape, invisibility is costing you more than you think. Podcasting is the fastest way to build credibility at scale, without the cringe. And if your company runs on EOS, it fits beautifully into your scorecard, and your company rocks. In this episode, I'll show you exactly how podcasting becomes an ROI engine for you and your leadership team. Let's talk about a pattern I keep seeing. A leadership team spends a ton on ads, but months go by and they don't see trust being built. Why? Because ads reset, podcasts compound. If you're running paid search, you've probably heard this before from your agency. Give it more time. The algorithms need to optimize. We're adjusting the bids next quarter. Meanwhile, weeks pass, dollars go out, clicks come in, but trust, authority, and visibility, nowhere to be found. That's because ads are built for execution, not connection. They get seen once. Podcasts, they build relationships. Voice builds trust in a way no display ad ever could. Here's what most PPC campaigns miss. Sales conversations are full of gold. Real objections, real questions. That insight should be driving your content, not a random keyword list. Organic content shows what's resonating. Then your paid strategy amplifies what's already proven. Podcasting flips that funnel. You speak to real problems, you post episodes that build trust, you track that compounding value. Podcasting builds equity you just can't buy. Visualize this. Ad spends reset every month. Podcast content stacks and compounds in value every quarter. Which sounds like a better investment? Let me tell you about the David Holt Show. So David runs a law firm focused on med spas and healthcare entrepreneurs. When we launched the show, you might ask, why bother? But here's what happened. Every episode topic came from a real conversation. Questions about legal structures, regulations, ownership headaches, you name it. These questions became the content. Now, instead of David and the revenue team showing up repeating themselves 10 times, prospects show up to calls educated, aligned, and ready to buy. Each episode lives online, searchable, shareable, and discoverable. Prospect find the firm months later. No ad spend required. The podcast isn't fluff. It's sales collateral. It's used in follow-ups, embedded in emails, shared during the due diligence process. So, here are some added benefits. Customer acquisition cost, lower. Sales cycle, shorter. Lifetime value, higher. And here's the most important part. Your payback period, under 6 months. That wasn't a marketing project. It was a growth engine. Visibility, credibility, pipeline. All from a mic, a message, and a system. And this leads me to my next point. Oh, hold on. Yep, I'll tell him. This episode is brought to you by Forage. If your company runs on EOS, Forage was built for you. Our strategy plugs directly into your existing systems, Rocks, Scorecards, and your issues list without disrupting your operational rhythm. You can learn more at foragegrowth.com. Here's the deal. I launched this show to practice what I preach. For years, I've hired firms with glossy case studies, big logos, but the world's changed. Post-COVID, post-AI, best practices from 2 years ago, irrelevant. And logos, they don't tell the whole story. Some of those big brands' case studies were free work, just to win awards. What I need wasn't a flex. I needed a system. A strategy that actually fit inside my EOS scorecard. A content plan that aligns with our rocks. So, I built it. This podcast is proof that it works. You're watching it. You found us, and you're engaged. That's the ROI. So, here's the 90-day launch plan I recommend. Step 1. Choose a podcast that's your flagship content. Step 2. Repurpose. Turn every episode into clips, posts, email content. And step 3. Tie it into your scorecard. Track visibility, engagement, pipeline. And step 4. Lead it yourself. This isn't marketing, this is leadership. When the CEO has a mic, the whole company gets louder. Podcasting turns your voice into ROI. Not by going viral, by building trust. Creating artifacts, showing up. This isn't a side project, it's a system. And in a world that rewards our authority, an executive with a mic wins. Visibility doesn't stop at the mic. It extends into your full leadership brand. In the next episode, we'll explore how the top 1% of entrepreneurs achieve goals in surprisingly simple ways. Remember, leadership is a performance sport. Until next time.